Hey, seventh grade. So today we are checking in by thinking about our birth order. And there are some thoughts about what your birth order says about you. So we're kind of connecting identity and birth order. And so you see this visual on this page. And as I was thinking about it, I connected it to my family. So I am a middleborn and my husband is a firstborn. And what's interesting is that I really see the two of us as having the qualities of each other. Like, I think I have a lot of the firstborn qualities of being responsible, motivated, maybe controlling sometimes, for sure cautious, and some of the other things. Where my husband is a lot more independent, can be much more rebellious, but he doesn't have all of those things, so he kind of goes in between. My son, on the other hand, is an only child, and I see him really a lot of these different things, being mature for his age in some ways, definitely sensitive and seeking approval. He is often the center of attention. And what's interesting is, while he is the firstborn, he is an only child for us. We adopted Jacob. And so he has half siblings. So he's also the oldest child in those situations. And in those, he gets to see those half siblings about every couple of years. So a lot more stories about that later. And then when I think of another part of my family, you see Jacob in the middle, that's my son. And then these are my nephews, Kobe and Kendrick, and my niece Lily. And all three of them, their mom is my sister Karen, but they all have different dads. So their birth order, Kobe is the oldest, Kendrick is the middle, and Lily is the youngest, obviously. And what's interesting here is so many things affect their dynamics, but I think of the little Lily as being the last born. She is definitely a lot of these things with the last born. So when I think, and I think of Kobe as being very responsible, the oldest child, but also kind of rebellious in some ways too. And you're going to hear me talk a lot about my family this year. And I think especially, Jacob, because he's my guy, he's my boy. But Kobe and Kendrick especially are very close to my heart because when they were little, I spent a lot of time with them and they actually lived with me for parts of the summer. So birth order is something that I think about a lot. I think it affects our identity, but it also it's not the only thing. And we can go against that at times too. So kind of an interesting thing to think about. So keep that in mind as you're thinking about birth order.